has come to my attention that the Express is becoming too much for a single engine to handle on their own. So I have decided to split the service in half. These separate Express services would be called the Wild Nor'Wester and the Sudrian. The Wild Nor'Wester would run from the mainland to Sodor, while the Sudrian would run from Sodor to the mainland.
All the big engines were thrilled with the news. All except for James. He hadn't completely gotten over his ordeal with the Express. And while it wasn't entirely his fault, what happened that day still lingered in his smoke box.
At 10 o'clock, Gordon shall take the Wild Nor'Wester from Vicarstown, while James shall take the Sudrian from Knapford.
And with that, the Fat Controller left, leaving James most surprised. Henry, however, was cross.
James ruined the express service yesterday, so why is he being allowed to take it? It doesn't make any sense at all.
Maybe perhaps the Fat Controller wants to give James the chance to make up for his accident.
I fail to see how that accomplishes that.
Well, I don't want to pull the Express again. I just don't deserve it. So Henry should take the Sudrian instead of me.
Well, I'm glad you've come to your senses, James.
Gordon shot Henry a dirty look, and nothing more was said. But when Henry arrived later at Knapford to collect the Sudrian, the Fat Controller was most surprised.
Henry, what are you doing here? And where's James?
James said he doesn't deserve to take the Sudrian.
I see. Well, you better be off then, Henry. I shall go and speak to James immediately.
The guard blew his whistle, and Henry soon left with the Sudrian. James arrived at Knapford in time to watch the Sudrian depart.
Ah, James, just the engine I wanted to see.
I'm here to shunch, sir.
Ah, but why didn't you want to take the Sudrian like I asked of you?
Because I feel like I really am not worthy to take the responsibility of hauling any express service.
If you're worried that the train will be too much for you, James, I assure you it isn't.
It's more than just that, sir. All the passengers were cross with me for my actions, and so many people were injured from my accident. Neither Henry or Gordon are proven to be unreliable or had an accident with the Express, so I'm not fit to take it at all, sir.
Oh, James, I think you'll find that you're being a little too hard on yourself. While it's true Henry and Gordon never had an accident with the Express as severe as you, but everyone messes up at some point in their lives. No matter how big or small the mistakes are, the most we can do is learn from them. And I know from your prior accidents that you will learn from your accidents with the Express.
Thank you, sir.
I'd like you to take the Sudrian tomorrow morning. Can you do that?
I will, sir.
And James did. The next morning, James arrived at Knapford and buffered up to the express coaches.
I hope nothing goes wrong this time.
All aboard for Vicarstown!
Do come along, do come along.
We're coming along, we're coming along. James had a wonderful day. The Sudrian ran to time, and the passengers didn't complain once. It really felt to him like everything was turning up for him. When James arrived back at the sheds, Gordon greeted him warmly.
How was your time taking the Sudrian, James?
It was great. I hope I can take it again sometime. Looks like I'm more capable of being an express engine now, eh, Henry?